sports history is brimming with unforgettable moments, from iconic Olympic victories to thrilling World Cup triumphs. But not every highlight is about glory. Sometimes, it's the hilarious blunders, awkward missteps, and unexpected fails that steal the spotlight. Join us as we dive into 20 fun and embarrassing moments that prove even the best athletes have their off days. Usain Bolt and the Segway incident. By 2015, Usain Bolt had solidified his status as the fastest man in the world. However, even he couldn't escape an accident. As he strolled along the track in Beijing, a cameraman riding a Segway lost control and collided with him, causing both to fall. Bolt, ever the good sport, laughed off the mishap, got back up and carried on, though not without a bit of discomfort. Kemba Walker's premature celebration. Kemba Walker of the Charlotte Hornets experienced a memorable moment when he attempted a long-range shot that seemed sure to go in. Confident of his success, Walker began celebrating before the ball even hit the rim. Unfortunately, the ball bounced off the rim and out, leaving Walker's teammates to point out his premature celebration, which led to much laughter from both him and the fans. When nature won in football. In a football match in Thailand, a penalty kick hit the crossbar and missed the goal. The goalkeeper began celebrating, thinking the danger had passed. However, a gust of wind blew the ball back toward the goal, and it rolled in, unexpectedly counting as a goal. The goalkeeper, stunned by the turn of events, watched helplessly as his celebration was undone by nature. Jose Canseco's blunder. Baseball player Jose Canseco is remembered for an embarrassing moment in his career. While playing in the outfield, a ball was hit in his direction, and Canseco ran to make the catch. But instead of using his glove, he misjudged the ball and it hit him in the head. Despite the strong impact, Canseco wasn't hurt. But the moment became an infamous part of his career. The long-distance runner's mishap. Ariela Cabo, a long-distance runner, was in the midst of a race when an unexpected collision occurred. Kofi Omofra, another athlete, inadvertently crossed into her path, and despite her best efforts to avoid him, the two collided. They both fell hard, but luckily, neither suffered serious injuries. The incident, although concerning at the time, became a humorous and unforgettable moment in the race. Volleyball hits the face. In a high school volleyball match in Iowa, one player spiked the ball with great force, and it hit an opponent directly in the face, knocking her to the ground. Despite the impact, the opposing team celebrated the point, though it was a moment of discomfort for the player who was struck. Spider-Man causes a scene in the Philippines. During the 2019 Philippine Basketball Cup final, an intruder dressed as Spider-Man ran onto the court and even struck a player before being escorted off by security. While such incidents aren't uncommon, this one raised concerns about player safety, as it could have led to serious consequences. The bodybuilder who couldn't open a bottle. At a New York Mets game, the camera panned to the crowd and captured a funny moment involving a man who appeared to be a bodybuilder. Despite his impressive muscles, he struggled to open a simple water bottle. Unaware that he was being filmed, he kept trying, but the cap wouldn't budge. Eventually, he gave up and handed the bottle to someone else, providing the crowd with a moment of comedy. The fan who took a tumble. During an American football game in 1983, player Ray White made an incredible catch to help his team win. Afterward, he approached the stands to celebrate with fans, but one enthusiastic fan leaned too far over and fell from the stands. The fan's fall was a funny sight, and even Ray White couldn't help but smile as he helped the fan back up. A foul ball that led to a missed opportunity. During a National League championship game, Steve Bartman of the Chicago Cubs became the center of controversy when he reached for a foul ball, interfering with a player's attempt to catch it. This interference caused the ball to drop, and the opposing team capitalized on the mistake to score. The moment became infamous, contributing to the Cubs' loss in the game. The runner who forgot the hurdles. At a competition in China, a group of athletes participating in a hurdle race forgot the basic premise of the event: jumping over the hurdles. Instead of leaping over them, the runners simply knocked them over. The scene became a source of amusement for the audience and embarrassment for the competitors. Dan Orlovsky's confused run. In a 2008 NFL game, Detroit Lions quarterback Dan Orlovsky made an unforgettable mistake. While being chased by an opponent, he stepped out of bounds, but continued running. Even worse, he did this while his team was near the goal line. The run went nowhere and led to confusion, contributing to his team's defeat. Celebration turns into injury in the NFL. In a 2001 NFL game, New York Giants player Bill Gramatica scored a 43-yard field goal. However, in his excitement, he injured himself while celebrating and had to be carted off the field. To make matters worse, the Giants lost the game, making the celebration a costly one. An NHL goal that didn't count. In a dramatic moment during an NHL game, Colorado Avalanche goalkeeper Patrick Roy celebrated prematurely after making an incredible save. Unfortunately, he let his guard down, and the opposing team managed to score, leading to the Avalanche's loss. His premature celebration had disastrous consequences. A missed empty net in the NHL. In another NHL game, Patrick Stefan of the Dallas Stars had an empty net in front of him but failed to score, mishandling the puck. This mistake allowed the Edmonton Oilers to launch a final counterattack and win the game. The blunder became a notorious moment in NHL history. A women's soccer throw-in mishap. In a women's soccer match, Emily Little made a throw-in that hit an opposing player in the face. On her second attempt, she threw the ball with more force, hitting the same player again. Although Little claimed it wasn't intentional, the incident led to her being expelled from the game for unsporting behavior. Mark Sanchez's worst play. In an NFL game, New York Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez was running toward the end zone when he collided with one of his own teammates. The collision caused him to lose the ball, and the opposing team capitalized on the error, scoring a touchdown. The play became infamous for costing the Jets the game.
I love our chances. It's been. Guys, keep it on the field.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe so you won't miss any future content.